spills over tonight at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. This is Roman Gonzalez. Roman Gonzalez, arguably the greatest boxer Nicaragua has ever seen. Chocolatito, world titles in 4 different weight classes. It's Carl the Jackal Frampton, fighting out of Belfast, the first boxer ever from Northern Ireland to have held world titles in 2 different weight classes.
Oh, pure bad blood.
This bout is scheduled for 6 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Managua, Nicaragua, here is a legendary 4-division champion of the world, introducing Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Belfast, Northern Ireland, introducing a super bantamweight and featherweight champion of the world, the Jackal, Carl Frampton.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
This is one of those arenas where you have to fight or you're going to be found wanting.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These 2 fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Defense is not an option for these 2. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Is he going to punch himself out, though? There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
No rest for the weary. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Misses with that uppercut. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. We know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is...
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Left hook missed. You'd like to see more jabs. Couldn't land that jab. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Ooh, and Carl Frampton just got rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Frampton now knocked backwards. He's got to cover up. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance without a doubt.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Jab does not score. Nice counter shot. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. They stop the hook there. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Johnny, did you see that? Frampton crumbled to the canvas. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four. Frampton.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
That right hook catching air. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Frampton in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Oh boy, Carl Frampton now in some serious trouble. It was a matter of time. Frampton is on the canvas. Oh my goodness, I want to see that one more time.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six. You okay?
Let's talk about Frampton in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You're being put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then...
On to the fifth we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation.
And down goes Frampton. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Give me your ball.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body...
And down goes Chocolatito. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five. You all right?
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Oh, it's all defense now for Frampton. Forget offense. Cover up, man. Both men knocked down in that round. Incredible stuff.
And they were heavy knockdowns too.
There's the bell for round 6. How do you score the last round, Johnny, as both of these fighters went to the canvas?
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They got to think like a goldfish. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see 2 boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Oh, Roman Gonzalez is hurt. And down goes Chocolatito. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six. You still want to...
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.